RTZ. RTZ? RTZ. RTZ wedges.
Do you want to stay modus and look at like a...
Can I? Yeah, so if I go modus
105X
in the irons.
Go modus 11... Well, where are you going wedge-wise? Where you
I want to go
pitching
48,
wedge?
52, 56, 60.
Okay.
I've got, because then I've got 4-degree gaps, 60 up to the 5 iron.
Okay.
So irons-wise, ZX7, pitching wedge to 6 iron, ZX4, 5 iron. Just so at the top end, 5 iron off the tee, just bomb it, going into green, it's a little bit more helpful. If I'm getting that extra spin from that shaft as well, it's just going to maintain that kind of control into it, and from that far out, I'm not expecting to spin it back. I just want it to be there or thereabouts, because I'll do the rest with my wedges once I get there.
So obviously shaft-wise, you can go 105X into like the stronger ones, if you're stronger 1 or 2 if you wanted to.
Yeah, so travel a little bit further with a 105X.
Maybe, because your 48 especially is kind of your
52,
like
48, I'm going to hit fuller shots with it.
Yeah, of course you are, yeah.
I'm not going to be doing the finesse stuff as well. So yeah, to go into that 105X.
You could look at 105X all the way through to those two.
Yeah, true.
Maybe.
There's not going to be any harm in that, because it's going to maintain spin.
And because your higher percentage of shot is going to be those fuller shots, then there's a bit of mileage.
Because I'm going to be playing lots of bang, do as you're told shots. I'm not going to be... different shaft in the 60.
Yeah.
Something softer in the 60.
Yeah.
Just a bit more feely.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
So we can do wedge specific modus 105, 115 and 125 now.
Okay.
So, and the weights are a little bit heavier
than what they say on it, yeah.
But that might work.
Yeah. Yeah. When they go heavier, do they get more bendy, or when they go heavier, do they get stiffer?
When they go heavier, they get a little bit more bendy in wedge flex.
Okay.
Which is nice.
So I wouldn't mind just going like super heavy and super feely in the 60, for example.
That's a 58.
Oh, that just looks so nice. Look how clean that looks. Isn't that just a thing of beauty? Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about bounce as well. So if I can go, I know this is a 58, but we're just seeing what it's like with the shaft and stuff, that's fine. Higher bounce in the 56, lower bounce in the 60 would be lovely. So then I've got the chance to tuck under the ball the 60 when I need to, and have a bit more help and everything in the 56 when I need to.
Okay.
How low lofted does the full face get?
We go down to 54 now.
54, okay.
So we did, previous models, we did start at 50.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, we're just starting at 54 now. So 54
just didn't sell enough 50s?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. I think I was the only one who used one.
Okay. Fair.
I was the only one who bought one, so.
I sold one. I had a full set, 50, 54, 58, I'm sure.
We're the two then.
In there, because I put axiom shafts in them. Oh, cheers, Paul. I like that grip.
Yeah, so Lampkin Crossline.
Is that wedge only?
1150, yeah, wedge only. So it's just an inch longer. So it's 11.5 inches long rather than
just
10.
literally a longer grip?
I got them on all of mine, yeah, it's nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What is that? That reminds me of something older. I like that. It's almost like as grippy as a cord without being a cord.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's a reduced taper design. It's just from their plus range.
Yeah.
So it's got a bit of reduced taper.
So I don't mean to get so hung up on the grip, but Lampkin Crossline. So it's standard plus 1150. Just really, really nice material. It feels like a cord, but it's not a cord. It's really grippy and harsh in there. Longer down here, sort of doesn't taper down as much. 4 of them, please.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Yeah. So it's a +2 rather than like a +4.
Yeah, okay. So it's not as aggressive.
Yeah.
So if I go +4s in the irons and then go to this, then I've just got a little bit more play.
Yeah. And that extra bit of length just means you can grip down a little bit more.
Yeah. 58. Oh, let's get a little bit closer on there, sorry. 58, what's that going to be? That's going to be 102. I reckon 102, slightly downhill, let's go 104. All I want that to do is just be lower.
Yeah.
Obviously that's just my preference. Oh, that's just lovely. And then the lower, the 2 flatter would just be over there. 104, because it's downhill, 101 on there, cool. So I got it wrong by a yard. Oh, this is where I score. Get in the hole. Oh, I pushed it. Spinnings. That's partly why I like this diamond ball as well, because I just know it's going to grip in. So I want 4 wedges because I'm going to go like full swing, bang, 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 4 yardages. Half swing, bang, 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 4 yardages. Something else, bang, 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 bang. 12 shots there to just go right off the tee, get in there.
Nice matrix. How's that shaft feel?
Really nice.
Yeah.
Modus 3, 125 wedge shaft. Feels heavier, feels like it's got a bit more play in it. If I do that in the 60 and then match up the rest to the irons, because with the 60, like, I'm not really gonna hit too many like full shots. I'm gonna be playing in little fiddly ones. I want to know what the full swing with the 60 does, but I don't use it much.
Yeah.
It's more flighted and partial shots.
Yeah. You not been tempted to do that in the 56 as well? Or do you class the 56 as more?
It's more of a full shot club. I think fair. Like with it in the 60, then it's like, right, it just changes the mentality of like, this is a...
Yeah, I get that.
This is a different task. Like the 56, I'm going to be like stepping on a few, and I basically like, to get through the ball, the 56, I really want to like get some of them in and just be like, right, that's my swing. I'm not going to mess around. Tidy.
Nice, mate.
11,100 spin. And in my last review of these wedges, I showed how much like these golf balls get chewed up by them. And we get some like cover like coming off. I can't quite, oh, you can't quite see it there. These things grip. And you see there's golf ball left in that face there. It reminds me of when the grooves were illegal. Yeah, and it might wear your golf balls out a little bit quicker, but fine. Like, that thing's gonna chew into it, grip on the greens, over 11,000 spin. Get in the hole, stay on the green, like throwing a bag of sand in. Get some of them going in there. Get there and do as you're told. Nice. That's literally how I want to treat this wedge, and it's doing exactly what I want. 11,300. Yeah.
Nice, mate.
Have you got different bounces there? What have you got?
Really, mate.
No.
Really?
That's cool.
Mids and full face. Full face is your adapt.
So full face.
Full face is 8 degrees now as standard.
Okay.
Or your 8 degree bounce option, which we had in low plus, which is 54, 56.
Oh, 60 low, 60 low.
Is now
60 low. I know this is different shafts. This is a standard shaft, but 60 degrees low bounce. That's just gonna like sit tighter behind the ball.
You like that grip?
Nope. Oh, that one, yeah.
That one, yeah. Sorry,
that's next level. Yeah, these I don't like these. But this is so much thinner. Just it's a thinner shaft as well. Because like when you put tape round it, it overlaps more.
Yeah.
And it's a thinner grip. It just like it will do, but I'll be changing that very quickly if I had that on my wedge. This just looks like it just sits very differently to the floor. Nice. So a little bit shyer because it's 60 instead of 58. Just 11,500 spin. If I could put a number on it, I'd say I wanted it to be 92, and on here it is 91.2. Haha. Sign me up. Tall rack. Talk to me. They don't rust anymore, do they?
They don't rust, yeah.
No? Which is
got
fine.
them yet, but
I just like the colour.
They're just, think of them like a previous tall rack one.
They just never
where it starts.
Yeah.
The colour
it
it
stays
starts.
there.
It's that, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Just that duller sort of finish.
And I like that duller finish. Does that go 60, 56, 52, 48? All the way through?
You can do what you want there.
Lovely.
No problem.
I just love the look of them in the tall rack. I don't mind them not rusting.
No,
If you have a tall rack, would you want it to rust, or do you prefer it not rusting? What are you saying?
where we came at the tall rack not rusting from, like that sort of how we've arrived at that is because your rusty finish wedge will tend to rust in all the parts of the club where you don't really want it to.
Yeah, okay.
So actually the
and
bit
then wear
that
off.
starts rusting but then doesn't rust because you're hitting out the middle all the time. All of a sudden you have a mark in the middle where there's no rust.
Yeah,
so
because it's getting used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get inconsistent patterns of rust throughout the head. So
yeah.
Visually we like a rusty head because of that kind of anti-glare look.
Yeah. So this is 60 in full face. It looks very different, but it is the same footprint. Different.
You get a little bit more mass in that kind of toe area, that sort of high.
So you get more
high toe area.
Yeah.
Trying to space those words out.
Is that not the same shape as the standard one?
Yeah, same shape. Yeah.
Okay, so how do they get more mass up there?
So this is where the zip core technology comes into play, because we're able to release some, replace the heavier material in the hosel with a lower density material to be able to move some weight around.
So there is a difference in this.
So we
that
can
could
get
be what they're talking about on the website.
We can get a bit more weight towards that high end.
There is more weight there, but it's in the same shell. Aha! There it is. Cool. All right. Now I really like this, but I would want all 4 wedges to be uniform. I wouldn't want to go one there, one there, one there, one there. And if I was going to do that, I'd do 4 completely different wedges, which is a weird idea.
No, I'm with you. I'm the same. I'm full face 50, 54, 58.
Yeah.
Because they've all got to match up.
But I do like that, and like all those little like finicky shots around the edge of the green, like it's going to go nicely. That was a weird strike. I prefer the low bounce. Strange, you got the adapt in full face only. What is that? Don't know.
Well, so the 8-degree bounce that we had before was only in 54 and 56.
Okay.
To give like a little bit of a different option for what is now becoming a mid wedge. So kind of 50, 54, 58 is kind of your new 52, 56, 60 because of loft options.
Because pitching wedge is a lot stronger.
Giving a little bit more bounce in the 54 and 56 as an option for kind of longer greenside bunker shots, kind of slightly different pitch shots around the greens where you're manipulating the face a little bit. There was a little bit more safety in 8-degree bounce rather than being in a low in a 6.
Okay, yeah.
But we only did it in 54 and 58. What we found in the full face wedges is that we offered, in the very first gen, we offered them all in 9-degree bounce. And in the last gen, we offered them in a mixture of some at 10 and some at 8 in different loft options.
Yeah.
All we're finding is from a performance point of view, and in the key loft options, 8-degree works a little bit better with the C grind sole.
Okay.
Quite aggressive C grind sole.
So you do get some like help in the middle, and then it just
absolutely
opens out on the outside. Adaptive.
They were all kind of 8-degree bounce, apart from the stronger lofted ones, which were 10. And because we've done away with those now,
so a little bit more on them, yeah. It
makes sense for us starting at 54 to just keep a bit of symmetry there and stay 8-degree bounce all the way through.
Yeah. Penny! You're right. Penny! But I really like the full face. Because I can't get the whole set in the same thing. If I was inclined to get one, I'd go 60 only. But I want all 4 to be the same. But it's just good to know what it is, what it does, where it goes. Same footprint, weighting placed a little bit differently. Interesting to see that. And
visually, not like the previous stuff where
it was like
they looked a little bit different.
Yeah, okay, they actually look the same in the back.
If we are blending a set of wedges and you want a bit of full face in there, they look nice and clean. It's a little bit more subtle.
Yeah. Nice. I think higher bounce in the 56, definitely low bounce in the 60. That just sits nice.
Yeah.
What have we got? We got 56 full. Aha. Right. So this is kind of what I wanted to do. Like 56 full. Do I lose all ability to strike, or is it all right? No, that's fine. Spin! See if I come back.
Yeah.
Turn it off. Yeah, came off a bit. Bosh. bosh. So, well, it's not massively more spin. I was thinking like, because the bounce is higher, the strike gets lower, and then I get more spin off the bottom of the blade.
Subtle, mate.
Yeah.
Subtle.
I suppose because the centre of gravity is like pretty well designed. Like if you're not getting too far away from that. Then
Yeah, and again, like unlike other brands that don't really put too much tech in their wedges, granted a lot of the stuff with us is hidden, so you can't necessarily see
internal,
it.
yeah.
This is where that zip core tech comes into play, because we're able to, again, move a lot of this mass, but certainly in your RTZ and your kind of normal ones, your centre of gravity is a little bit higher.
Yeah, so higher up the face, so
very much in your better player's wedge, can tend to like give you a little bit more spin, flatten the launch angle out a little bit.
So like if the centre of gravity is higher, when you hit it normally, you're already below the centre of gravity. So when you hit it thin, you're still below the centre of gravity. It's not completely changing.
Absolutely.
You're in the same sort of ballpark.
And when you've got that longer hosel like you get on a specialist wedge,
yeah,
you've got a bit more mass there, and you've got a heavy, you've got 130 gram shaft in there. You don't want your CG in the heel. We want it pushed along a little bit towards the centre, don't we? So
yeah,
I think that's why, from a obviously subjective, but from a feel point of view, our wedges do feel great because of where the CG is located.
I've always rated Cleveland wedges. See, just the edge of that ball. What a darker background. Can you see some of that cover like sticking out a little bit? Just think of the amount of spin you're getting from that face. And the spin that you get when these things are wet is phenomenal.
Hydra Zip.
Hydra Zip 100% works. Like,
and
it's just...
So that precise kind of milling process in between the grooves.
Yeah.
But also not just a blanket approach to say, we've done this amazing milling pattern that picks up spin on kind of in conditions when you've got a barrier between the club and the ball, but a tailored pattern for different loft groups. So a different pattern for 46 to 48.
Ah, yeah,
a different pattern for 50 to 54.
You approach them differently.
And then a different pattern for 56 and above.
So it's not just a blanket, they all do this.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay,
so
nice.
even within different loft groups, you've got a slightly different pattern.
So like full bounce in the 56. So if I'm in like long grass or like scruffy lie or squidgy lie in the winter or whatever, I've got bounce there to stick out and just help me along. If I open the face up, I've got loads of sort of like surface area there to like help.
Certain bunker conditions as well.
Yes, yeah.
Be nice.
Yeah, when it's really fluffy sand, going in with low bounce, it just gets in there and sticks, and because it's a bit too sharp. So that full bounce for that fluffy bunker is going to be nice.
Yeah.
So the ability to have that on one club and then low bounce on the 60, so you can thin them into the green quite nicely. But I like that adaptability, I like that idea, and someone else said in the comments like they have that difference and it's good to see someone else do it, but I fully support that idea. Okay, so 60 low bounce, 56 high bounce, 52 standard because there's not choices in bounce in the 52 and the 48, naturally, because you don't need it. You're not playing around with it as much. And then 2 degrees strong on the pitching wedge to get it 4 degrees away from the 48, 1 degree strong on the 9-iron to get it 4 degrees away from the pitching wedge, and then bang, 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 up to the 6-iron, ZX4, 5-iron, because I love it. Because I'm going to carry that like 210, 215 off the tee into par 3s, like that's absolutely lovely. Gives me less room at the top of the bag, but if I go driver 3-wood and then 7-wood driving iron as an option between the two, then I can go 7-wood when I'm playing certain courses, driving iron when I'm playing other types of courses. I just need to choose what I've got, what sort of courses I'm playing on the day to go which one's better beneficial in that. And then from 5-iron down to 60, I've got all of my gaps absolutely tidy.
Big fan, mate. Love it.
That's basically it, yeah.
Love it.
105X in the shafts, in the modus, because I straight away got perfect spin, exactly what I'm after. I hit the KBS Tour light really nicely in X. It felt like a great shaft. The spin was just a little bit lower. Straight away, modus 105X was just bosh. Happy days. Torak wedges, I'm going to play around with the paint in the back of them, make them different colours and stuff, because I am a nerd. I think my only hesitation in the black ones is that black finish after a few bunker shots just
100%.
fares away.
Yep.
When they're brand new, like, they look absolutely fantastic. I just like the tall rack.
Yeah, agreed.
But there we go. Then we go like that. We get it on the green. We get it landing. We get it spinning. Lovely.